Live from Trafalgar, Indiana, this is the Corduroy Connect with your hosts, Blayne and Loren Matlock.
Hello, I'm Blayne and welcome to our viewers throughout Indiana FFA.
And I'm Loren Matlock. Thank you for joining us. This is the Corduroy Connect, where we are sharing the stories that are shaping our future.
In this month's edition, we'll be sharing information regarding the upcoming 92nd Indiana FFA State Convention and introduce you to 17 individuals who are the state officer candidates vying for the opportunity to serve this organization in the coming year. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
This important message from the Indiana FFA Association. Effective immediately, the 92nd Indiana FFA State Convention will be held in person. Again, the 92nd Indiana FFA State Convention will be held in person. It's time to leave your shelters and join us for this momentous event.
You're out of the dark, you're out of the night. Step into the sun, step into the light. Keep straight ahead for the most glorious place on the face of the earth or the sky. Hold on to your breath, hold on to your heart, hold on to your home. You're out of the woods, out of the dark, out of the night. You're out of the woods, you're out of the dark, you're out of the night. Step into the sun, step into
This year has challenged us in ways we could have never imagined. Through it all, we've embraced the struggles and are excited to announce that
for the first time in Indiana FFA history, we'll be hosting state convention at the Indiana State Fairgrounds.
Join us for the 92nd Indiana FFA State Convention, being held June 14th through the 17th.
Make sure to register early and get tickets for the sessions that you want to attend.
Indiana FFA is dedicated to providing a safe and memorable state convention.
We're looking forward to embracing this moment with all of you.
To stay up to date, please visit inffa.org or talk to your advisor. Here's to making history. Now for today's stories from across the state.
State Convention is right around the corner, June 14th through the 17th, and this year's State Convention will be looking very different compared to previous 91 years. For the first time ever, State Convention will not be held at Purdue University, but spread across 3 different locations in the Indianapolis area. Sessions will be held at the Indiana State Fairgrounds and the Hoosier Lottery Expo Hall. Section Director and District Officer elections will also be at the Fairgrounds and the Centennial Hall and the 4-H Exhibit Hall.
All LDEs and CDs that take place at State Convention will happen at Hamilton Southeastern High School on Monday, June 14th and Tuesday, June 15th. The State Convention Leadership Workshops will be held at the State Fairgrounds in Conner Prairie on June 16th. Conner Prairie will also host community service projects and some of the banquets.
Sessions will be able to be viewed virtually or in person. To tune into these sessions virtually, visit the Indiana FFA website during convention. Walton Webcasting is once again providing gavel-to-gavel coverage in all sessions on our website. For in-person session attendance, there is a limited number of seats in the expo hall. There will be parking available at the state convention venue. However, it may also be limited. Indiana FFA will be using a ticket system to provide seats to members, advisors, and guests who wish to be in attendance for sessions. Tickets are available to purchase through the online registration system.
To register for State Convention and participate in all of the exciting activities planned, talk with your advisor. For more information on State Convention, visit the Convention tab on the Indiana FFA website and continue to check Indiana FFA's social media for updates.
That has been the news from across the state.
Now on to the featured story. Each year, individuals who have attained their Hoosier degree and fill out an extensive application become potential candidates for the next state officer team to be elected in that coming year. This year, there are 17 state officer candidates who have completed the necessary requirements to run for state office.
For 3 days immediately before the state convention start date, these candidates will go through a rigorous interview process conducted by a nominating committee of 9 individuals, formed of senior FFA members, members of the executive committee, and past state officers. These interview rounds cover everything from FFA and agricultural issue knowledge to public speaking ability and conversation skills.
Now we will take a moment to recognize these 17 high-caliber candidates. Madison Carnes from the Mount Vernon at Fortville FFA chapter. Shayla Crawford from the Connorsville FFA chapter. Kayla Florian from the South Newton FFA chapter. Jeremiah Geis from the Rushville FFA chapter.
Addison Hawk from the Fountain Central FFA chapter. Tyler Kilmer from the Tri-County FFA chapter.
Olivia Lovett from the Shenandoah FFA chapter.
Jolene Morris from the Benton Central FFA chapter.
Lillian Mushy from the Southmont FFA chapter.
Nicholas Newman from the Rushville FFA chapter.
Courtney Oddie from the Seymour FFA chapter.
Logan Overman from the Greenfield Central FFA chapter. Edwin Plumer from the Southern Wells FFA chapter. Ashanti Snodgrass from the South Newton FFA chapter. Abby Stuckwish from the Brownstown Central FFA chapter.
Jordan Wickard from the Eastern Hancock FFA chapter.
Bonnie Witt from the Sullivan FFA chapter. Good luck to all of these individuals as they prepare for rounds and their chance to serve on the 2021-2022 Indiana FFA State Officer team.
That has been the featured story. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Welcome back to another episode of FFA Jeopardy! I'm your host, Lauren Matlock, and today's contestants are some Indiana FFA State staff members. Our first contestant is our Leadership Center Director, Joe Ramey.
Well, Lauren, I gotta tell you, I'm really excited to be here, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think I was really that important to be here, but, you know, I'm really excited, you know what I'm saying?
Originally from Florida, but now from Indiana, our CDE LDE Program Manager, Mr. Craig Lundgren.
Well, you know, I'm from Florida, so it's been a little bit, so I don't usually get to do stuff like this, but, you know, I'm really excited to be here in Indiana and to be the CDE LDE coordinator for the past year and a half. I don't know how long it's been, but yeah.
Next, the assistant to the Executive Foundation Director, Mrs. Anna Arians.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Matlock. Before I forget, I made cookies. I'm sorry if they don't taste good or anything, but whatever you do, eat them all or don't, I want the container back,
I'm not
okay?
really big on sweets, you know, I don't really like to, it's on my waist a little bit, but, you know, I might just have to.
Thank you all for being here today. Mrs. A, you have the honor of going first.
I'm going to go with the natural place to meet for 100.
The Indiana FFA Leadership Center is this many acres.
So the Florida FFA Center is like 120-something acres, so Indiana FFA Centers are like that, right?
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. Mr. Ramey.
Well, every morning when I get here at 5 o'clock, you know, I walk the property. Now, I'm proud to tell you, you know what I'm saying, that this property here, it's 170 acres.
That is correct. Mr. Ramey, you have the board now.
And I'll take FFA through the ages of 200 points, you know what I'm saying?
This contest includes identifying insects and their classifications. Mr. Craig Lundgren?
So I'm a CDE coordinator, so I know all this stuff already, but it's entomology.
That is correct. Mr. Lundgren, it's now your pick.
Soils, animals, and speaking in Omaya for 300.
This contest includes judging meat cuts, hay and livestock, as well as identifying feedstuffs and livestock breeds. What's that?
Well, Mr. Matlock, this happens to be my son, Steph Arians, if you didn't know that. His favorite contest, and that would be Livestock Skill-a-thon.
That is correct. It is now time for Final Jeopardy. The category is FFA State Officer Teams. The question is, which is your favorite state officer team? Mr. Ramey.
Well, you know what I'm saying? My favorite team is any that costs less than $100, and I'm still looking for that team, and I hope one day, you know what I'm saying, we might have one.
Mr. Ramey, I see that you were holding on to your dollar so tight that you only wagered 1 point, which gives you 1 point, putting you in the lead. We now move on to Mrs. A. Your answer is?
My favorite state officer team has to be the best state officer team, and that would be the 1995-96 team.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer. You wagered 1 point also, which was all you had, and you now have 0 points. Mr. Lundgren, your answer.
My favorite state officer team is the 2020-2021 Florida State Officer Team.
Well, it started off pretty good with the year, and then the state was completely wrong, so that is an incorrect answer, and you wagered more points than you actually have, giving you negative 674 points, which makes our winner Mr. Joe Ramey. That concludes this episode of FFA Jeopardy. Thanks for tuning in, and congratulations to our winner, Mr. Ramey. See you next time. This has been your monthly edition of Corduroy Connect. Once again, I'm Loren Matlock.
And I'm Blayne Vanderveer. Until next time, Indiana FFA, stay golden.